getting near to be decision time for some of you, huh? Seniors, PGs. Do I even need to say that? Did I really needed to remind you about that? Did you want to be reminded about that? Decisions, I see shaking of heads. I understand. Decisions, colleges. And I know what you're thinking. It's like, geez, Rev, can we not talk about colleges right now? I didn't get accepted to my first choice. I don't really want to talk about decisions right now. I'm up to my you-know-what in decisions. I got accepted by a few other schools, 2 of them I've never even been to, and now I have to choose. I was hoping that the choice would be made for me. Now I don't know which way to go. I don't know which one is going to be the right one for me. I don't know how I'm going to do this. Then again, it just might come down to the financial aid package, and I might not have a decision at all. Decision time is a little fretful for some of us. I understand that. And do we have to then speak of decisions today? But then maybe now is the perfect time to talk about the decisions we make and how it is we make them. I mean, let's face facts. Deciding which college to attend is really nothing compared to deciding on your major. And deciding on your major is nothing compared to deciding on your career. Does that help ease the anxiety a bit? No? I'm sorry. So maybe now is the time to ponder, to speak about how we make decisions. And please, don't think that this is just about colleges. Don't think for a minute that this is only for seniors and PGs and everybody else can zone out. Because let's be honest, we are confronted with weighty decisions each and every day of our lives. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether you're a fresh-faced deer in the headlight freshman or an old you-know-what like me. On a daily basis, we run smack dab into some real humdingers. Yikes! Just got caught doing something that I shouldn't have been doing. And that can apply to everybody here, right? What do? Do I shade? Do I deflect? Do I lie? Do I tell the truth? I'm at the point now in my life where I find myself making decisions about retirement and my financial future. And it feels very, very heavy. But that's not to make light of where you are. Because you're making heavy decisions every single day. Am I going to have to get high this morning to make it through this dreadful day and make it somewhat bearable? Am I going to have sex this weekend with my boyfriend, my girlfriend? Am I ready? Do I know what I'm getting into? Schoolwork is getting pretty tight. Sure would be a whole lot easier just to pull out that old copy and paste a bit, change a word here or two there. How do we go about making the decisions of our lives? We face so many, and a great many of them are certainly heavy. How do we make them? Where do we find the answers? Do we just pull them out of our you-know-what? Coin toss is always reliable, huh? Maybe we just bring out that old magic 8-ball, huh? Should I go to Scranton? Concentrate and ask again. Should I go to Scranton? Cannot predict now. Should I go to Scranton? Reply hazy, try again. So how do we make decisions? Well, let me offer an image. A compass. Not just any old compass, though. A very special one. The one that each one of us has inside of us. Our internal compass. What do we call that? Soul, conscience, our spirit? That special part of our being which serves us in our decision making, which can serve us in our decision making. It has been shaped by our experiences, both the good and perhaps more importantly, the bad in our lives. It has been molded by our religious tradition, our sacred words and concepts that we have been brought up with, our values and virtues that have been given to us, that we try to internalize, by our role models that we try to emulate. This is the tool by which we can make some sound decisions. But here's a great irony. And that is this. A compass is only of use once you know where you are and where you want to go. If we put it in our terms of our discussion at hand, the only way that we can begin to make solid and sound decisions is if we first know who we are and what we want to become, what we want to be known for, known as. You see, and I'm not speaking of the piddly stuff, like a major or a career. I'm speaking of the big stuff. Do you know who you are as a human being? Have you given that thought? Do you have any idea of the person you want to become? Because it's my belief that if you have those clear in your mind, a whole lot of other decisions not necessarily become easy, but help us to be more confident in deciding. And I've been there. I've been through the decision process for seniors and PGs. I actually started out majoring in math in college, wanting to become a teacher. After a couple of years, I transferred colleges because I wanted to make lots of money in the computer world. And then in my senior year of college, there was this strong, burning desire to serve God. And so I made my way to seminary and ordination. And now I find myself teaching math and computer science and serving God. And I wouldn't want to change a bit of it. A bit roundabout, sure. But here is something that I have learned and continue to learn. That things begin to make a whole lot more sense. And I am much more confident in my decisions when I spend more time thinking about who I am. Who I am as a human being, what kind of person I want to become, what kind of person do I want to be known as. Now, that's not to say that I am perfect. You can just talk to my family, you can talk to Mr. Kersey or Mr. Granger or some others, and they'll certainly pipe right in to say, no, he ain't perfect. But understanding who I am as a child of God, it is my hope to lead a life filled with love, compassion, integrity, joy, a life which somehow makes a difference in this world and in the lives of others, perhaps in your lives. That's my compass. Yeah, seniors, PGs, it's decision time. But then in one way or another, it is always decision time, isn't it? Whether the decisions you are facing are about next year or about this weekend, it is always decision time. So, words of advice from someone who's trying to get it right? Spend some time thinking about who you are. Who you are right now. Spend some time thinking about what kind of person do you want to become. Grace and peace. Have a great weekend. You are dismissed.